Alright everybody, I got a new project. Posted it up on the Instagram the other day, but we sold the WGP autococker and got an E-blade for trade. Now I'm sure some of you have noticed really quickly, I have no barrel, I have no front reg, I have no adapter for the reg. I got some macro line here, a little drop forward, little shock tech drop forward here. Got our ASA, got no grips. The eye cover here, the actual rubber piece is starting to come apart. And we've got some detached leads that head forward to this E-blade solenoid under here. So, obviously, since I'm still new to the game, I've never taken one of these apart and I've never played around with one too much. Good news, though, is that if we turn this guy on, you can see here, it does work. If we turn the eyes off, she will ramp, which is good. This ought to be a fun little project to kind of learn and figure out. So what first thing I'm gonna do is probably take it apart. I did get out the multimeter today just to double check that these leads actually give me a voltage, so then I know I've got electricity going to this E-blade here. So we're gonna check that out. Ooh, she's shiny. A little too shiny for me. But from what I understand, this was done by Planet Eclipse. This is the ANS GX3 body. The Chaos series, all done in either chrome or nickel. You know, I'm not entirely sure which one. I'll have to look that up. But it is the E2 frame. The board looks to be in decent shape. Like I said, the Sear clapper solenoid here works. There's our eyelet, or the eye cover. And there, the bolt is very, it's not stuck. It's got a lot of friction on it. It may just need to be lubed up. I haven't taken it out to really mess with it yet though, so we'll see what kind of condition it's in. But, let's see. I did get the multimeter out today. Let's see what kind of voltage. Hopefully it gives me a voltage. Alright, so I've got my negative lead here. What I assume to be the positive lead. Let's see, is this thing still on? Yeah, still on. Okay. I've got a negative lead and a positive lead. Very minimal, but there's a little bit of voltage there, probably just to hold it either open or closed, whatever it may be. Let's see if we can get anything out of it. May not have had those on there completely. Try that again. Ooh, we got some voltage. Well, that's good. Don't know what it's supposed to be, but we got voltage going through there. So that's a good sign. That means I'll probably just have to take this guy apart and figure out how to either solder this back together or figure out if this guy works. So in the meantime, let's try and take this thing apart. Start with some of the easy parts down here. Go ahead and get this ASA off. It's got this drop forward, which was apparently a huge non-selling point for that autococker that I sold not too long ago. Let me turn this off so it doesn't keep clapping at me. Alright, go ahead and pull the battery out. Oh, I got a serial number in there. Cool. So I'm not sure if that ramping was up to the 10.8 that everybody likes. Looks like we got some mismatched screws in here. That's okay. But it did ramp, so that's good to hear. The fact that it delays itself with the eyes on, according to the manual, I think that's how the different modes are changed there. I did download the manual just to get a head start on that part. But the fact that it does delay means, or maybe means, that the eyes are working. I guess we'll find that out soon enough. But yeah, this is the first time I'm taking this thing apart. I've had it for about a week now. I've been wanting to dig into it, just haven't found the time just yet. Picked this up, if you've seen the other video for the TXR Sunday Fun Day, I actually had a chance encounter up there, which led me to this new project. And the only caveat that I got, or the only, not caveat, but obligation, or, you know, last part of this deal was that the guy wanted to see it running if I was able to get it running. So when I do get it running, hopefully, I will be sending at least a video out there. If not, I may try to bring it out there and show the guy. Anyways, oh Jesus. Well, that's different. So this bolt is plastic with the metal back. There's no O-ring, so that's different. May not be different for most of you if you've seen these before, but I haven't, so it looks different to me. Alright, cocking rod out. Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. I wonder if this one will be any easier to time than the straight mechanical one. Yes, I know in the manual it tells you how to time it through the board, but I haven't read that far ahead because I don't even know if this thing will hold air at the moment. Probably not. Dude, that thing is long-winded. Alright, got that off there. Let's see, what can I take off next? Probably need to get the frame off. It's got all this extra junk on it that I don't want to mess up, so we're going to be careful here. Got all this cabling. Let's see, that's got clip there, clip there, clip there. Okay, so the okay, the double black goes to the clapper, which is part of the trigger frame, and this ribbon cable goes to the eyes. That's interesting. We've got the solenoid cable. Everything gets tucked up in there. Okay. That, I'm gonna take that off. Okay, that's detached. The rest of this goes by itself. Looks like we got a standard trigger mechanism. Or not standard, I guess, because it's the clapper piece here. Oh, that's neat. Magnet up here for the trigger. So I've seen some of the newer ones, and I think they're micro switches, whereas this one looks to be a Hall effect device, which basically just puts out a magnetic field, and as this trigger breaks that magnetic field, it senses that the trigger is working. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. Anyways, let me know what you think. There we go. All right, so that's the eye cover. Yeah, that's pretty beat up. All right, I may be able to fix that. If not, I may just have to buy a new one. because it looks like it just got ripped right out of there. We'll see if it works before I buy a new one. And then we have this here, which is the eye. Don't want to tug on it. I would imagine that comes out of there. It just gooped up. Ugh. Are these... I need to do some reading. I'm curious if that's optical or if it's like some kind of a sonar almost. You know, sends off a sound signal and then comes back. Alright, so that's that. Let's pull off the block here. Should come off in one fell swoop. Nope, that's not the right size. I'm probably going to get the terminology wrong on this again, but I think this is called the banjo bolt. I'm not positive on that. Could be wrong. Maybe you can educate me. Alright, that's off. Got an O-ring behind it. Okay, it's just like the other one. Air goes up through here, runs through the front, distributes about the block. That makes sense. Alright, so what do we got here? That seems to be pretty standard. It's all rusty. Alright, just like the other WGP, or just like the WGP, not the other one. This looks just like it's probably going to be that 1/8 inch. Again, to get the striker out of here. I'm curious if I'm going to need a special tool to get the valve out of there, which on this autococker has a different back, so I don't have that hex rod anymore, but I'm about to buy a special tool, so I'm going to figure something else out. Let's see what else can we take off in the meantime. Take this guy out of place.